You tell us to start it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mayor Jacobs.
I'm here.
How's hungry?
Committee
Here.
Mr. Travelini.
Here.
Ms. Oravana. Here. Mr. Leonard.
Here.
Mr. Rodriguez.
Here.
Mr. DeGenini.
Here.
Mr. Walter.
Here.
Mr. Birch.
Here.
Chairwoman Gutschall.
I'm here.
Adequate notice of this meeting of the Bedminster Township Land Use Board was filed with the Township Clerk, sent to the Bernardsville News and Courier News, and to all subscribers, and posted at the Township Municipal Building, 1 Miller Lane, Bedminster, New Jersey, on January 6, 2023.
Please stand for the flag salute. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Open it up to the public for anyone that has anything that they'd like to discuss that's not on the agenda.
I do not have anyone on the,
No, other than Steve?
yes.
No? Okay,
Stephen, no one.
okay, so then we'll close it to the public. We have the minutes to approve for November 2nd. Both the minutes and the closed session. Right here, a motion.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from November 2nd.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone abstain?
I'm abstaining.
Okay, anybody else? Everybody's good? Okay, minutes are approved. And we have our closed session minutes that we need to approve. With your motion,
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm abstaining.
all right, that's approved. We have some correspondence. Do we want to talk about that now, or we're gonna wait for the closed session?
Wait for the close session.
Yeah,
But I do need some time with you when you close.
okay, we also have a letter from Frank Petrino requesting the postponement of 20 Route 206 till February 8th. Big surprise. Okay, we have two resolutions that we need to approve. We have Crossroads. Had a chance to read the resolution. We need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
That was Jack and George, I'm sorry.
This is Crossroads. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jack and
that's
George,
fine,
yeah,
I did the motion.
yeah.
Mayor Jacobs,
Not on.
No, that was zoning board.
Mr. Travelini,
Aye.
Ms. Oravana.
Aye.
Mr. Leonard.
Aye.
Mr. Rodriguez,
Aye.
Mr. DeGenini,
Aye.
Mr. Walter.
Aye.
Mr. First,
Aye.
Chairwoman Gutschall.
Aye. Resolution is approved for Crossroads. We have a resolution for advanced. Had a chance to read the resolution. We need a motion to approve.
Motion.
I'll second.
Bedminster 2 Funding LLC.
Mayor Jacobs,
Aye.
Committeeman Hickey,
Aye.
Mr. Travelini,
Aye.
Ms. Oravana, you're abstaining.
Abstaining. Yes.
Mr. Leonard,
Aye.
Mr. Rodriguez, you are also abstaining. Mr. DeGenini,
Aye.
Mr. Walter.
Aye.
Mr. First,
Aye.
Chairwoman Gutschall.
Aye. Resolution is approved. Okay. All right.
Now,
right.
Before Paul starts his presentation, if you'd like to help yourself to a snack, now's the time.
Get some sugar because you're going to sleep. Is it gonna be a long one? Are you warning us? It's not gonna be a long one. Mayor, just bring the plate up.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Hey.
That's a big end bit over there.
You can roam.
Great.
Yeah, no, thanks. I got a tremendous amount.
I already partaked, but thank you.
Thank you.
What do you recommend?
The cupcakes are really good. The bell, ring my bell?
I'm good, Larry.
Thank you. Just right down here by.
10 minutes.
Why use the small place there?
It'll be in the video and everything.
Holly.
So I can reach over. I'll get you whatever you want.
Okay, I guess you're up, Paul.
All right, we ready for some old business?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going back to the lot coverage. If you recall, we came up with some ways to do this. The board was generally in agreement. The instruction that I had was put it in the form of an ordinance, which I did. And the governing body has asked that everybody look at it again, nod their heads up and down, even though you will see this again once it's introduced. This, what I'm showing you right now, is the baseline of what we have. That's the graph of lot area versus permitted lot coverage in square feet. And down below, you can see the table that creates the chart above. So there's two other things I want to show you. The first is the secret sauce. And that is this spreadsheet that we're going to put on the website. Because you go into here and you put in your lot area of 1.25 acres. And you get 12,524 square feet coverage. Alternatively, you can put it in square feet and you'll get the coverage. So this will be something that the zoning officer can use, something the public can use. It's about as even I can use, so it's pretty simple.
It'll be dynamic, so anybody can go on the website.
Yes.
Plug in their lot.
Yep,
So you put what, 1.25, you put in as per,
it's 1.25 acres.
and what came up?
The down below, it's the permitted lot coverage in square feet. If I put the lot area as 60,000 square feet, which is an acre and a half, you end up with 13,356 square feet. What that allows is normal human beings to skip the whole zoning table and trying to figure it out, which is cumbersome. That being said, what I had to try to do was put this into the form of an ordinance, which, as you'll see, is a little bit tricky. I've got to change what I'm sharing. Bear with me.
No,
Okay.
you're looking at the cookies.
And this is the ordinance. Now we have to do a couple of things. First is we have to get this table into the ordinance. And just so everybody's familiar with the format I'm using, green is new language out of the ordinance. Yellow is the language that's deleted. The first thing we're doing is adding a new section, 13401.3, lot coverage standards for all single-family residential uses. And this is the table, which is a repeat of what was in the spreadsheet, with note 1 below that talks about how you determine this, going back to the maximum on, for example, if you're 2 to 3 acres, you take the 11,979, you add 15% of the increment, and that gives you your lot area. That's a calculation that runs through in the spreadsheet. So then I had to go through all the various zones and make these changes. For example, in the R10, lot coverage was 5%. Now we say, see table 1. And we scroll on down, R3. Same thing. And then the multiple zones here. Again, we scroll down, it refers you back to that table. Again, the next SFC, that's RD zone. The N for single family dwellings.
Can't you just replace all these sections and pop in your thing?
Yeah, but it's not.
You have to amend each.
I'd have to put the table in each
section.
and some of these zones permit non-residential uses. So we have to keep that, we can't completely strike the lot coverage row because we've got to have it for the other uses. Yeah, I thought I was gonna do that.
Yeah,
And then I looked at it.
you can't.
Continue down to the VN2, and that's it. Who has my first question? Yeah, you have another cookie, Larry. Don't give it out.
So as you look at section 13-401, just from matter of format, it looks like your new section is 13-401.3.
Yes,
Yeah, we go all the way through all these other sections and then we come to the table. Is it better off introducing the new table up front in this section to say? Or do you have to like,
this is
maybe it's semantics?
13-401.3 is before section 13-401.8.4 in the ordinance.
In the code already.
It's already ahead of it.
Oh,
Those tables are already in the code. Yeah.
Oh,
They're numbered locations. Okay.
Would you put something in there
My
to
point
say
is that
reference
you
the
don't have to go over to the
website?
code to see
or
that there's a
no?
modified table.
I don't think it's necessary,
Okay.
and you generally don't see that.
Rather than read.
I know it's gonna probably be those looking at it.
And nobody's gonna look at,
The ordinance.
they're gonna go look at the
But I think
website.
he's got the first according to him.
That you can put up for us?
Do I have it?
Yeah.
You wanna see it again?
Yeah, I didn't see it before. Yeah, this one, it's also the first part.
All right, let me share the spreadsheet.
That's all red.
This is the graph,
Roger.
okay, and these are the numbers down below. And maybe what I didn't do, I know what I did. This is what I have to do because you don't do this enough. This is what you didn't see. This is the magic sheet.
Oh, no.
This is where,
Plug stuff in.
this is where I put in 1.25 acres.
Yep.
And I come up with 12,524 square feet.
Okay.
And
I think that's great.
if I want to put
I think
in
that's a phenomenon.
60,000 square feet, I come up with 13,356.
Yeah, I would make that live.
It's like a great cheat sheet.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you tested this so it all works on your little graph, so that the progressive nature of your graph is.
Yep.
Yeah, put 1.5 acres in there. So I'm just-
All right. And Paul,
I would like you to go up by the half acre.
let's
And
do
what's that
this.
come up as?
Let's put in 1.5
Yeah.
and 1.5 acres is how many square feet?
Well, it should be
60,000.
No, it's not 60,000. I want the right number.
Oh.
So it's 11.
4,527.
43,000.
33,
No, that's 1 acre.
33 something?
That's what it is.
No, times, times
64 and
0.2.
change.
It's gonna be 60.
16.
It's
335.
65,
Oh,
Yeah, 65.
it's 65,340
Wait, that was, wait a second, that was 1.5?
times
Yeah.
43,560 is 65,340.
So what does your example say? For example, a 1.5 acre lot is permitted 11,000 square feet plus 0.5 times 0.20 for a total of 16,335.
That's the increment. You have to.
No, I see what you're saying. That's the note on the table.
Yeah.
All right, I've got to check that because it's probably a rounding error. Because I did see some rounding issues here because I've got 1.5 acres. Then I converted 1.5 acres to square feet. You can see they both come out with the same number.
And that number is what is it? 14?
14,157.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
We have a question about the old.
What did it say in there?
Paul.
16,335.
Okay, I'll have to check that.
Okay.
So well, Paul, here's a
I
question.
trust this calculator better
Better
than
than
that calculation, because I didn't do the spreadsheet. I did that calculation.
This one.
Yes.
Oh, so you trust this more than that?
No, I trust.
Oh,
the spreadsheet more.
you trust the other person.
Yes, because the person who put this together is a lot smarter than me.
So is an acre really 200 by 200 or is it actually
No,
more than that?
it's not.
202.
That's 40,000 square feet.
Those are
An
a
acre is 43,
lot of times
560.
zoning.
I thought it had to do with the curvature of the earth.
No, it has to do with links and chains.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But also a lot of zoning ordinances just say 40,000 and they don't say 1 acre.
Well, they use
We
it
just-
not.
we
And
just-
it annoys
A lot
the
of
crap
one-
out of
A
certain.
lot of R1 zones are 40,000 square foot minimums. Why? Just because that's the way they wrote it. Similarly, some zones are
Well, a 2 by 4 is.
80.
Makes the math easier.
makes the math easier, you don't need a chart like this. But you need a surveyor to do all this, by the way, so the reality is people have no clue how much impervious cover they put on their land. They really don't. And it's usually.
I think that's a great tool.
Usually a lot more than they initially started.
Whoever put it together, Paul, it's a great tool.
Yeah, I'm trying to hire her back.
Must be an intern. Speaking of tools, so the mayor just asked me this question. How's this gonna live on the website?
The mayor's a tool?
No, he didn't say that. How does this live on the website exactly?
Well, I don't know. We
All right,
gotta figure out how to do that, but it's my intent to put it on the website.
All right, good. So we gotta figure something.
We
out.
gotta figure something out.
Okay.
But I can't believe it's hard.
It isn't. Let's just make sure we coordinate with our IT guy.
Yeah,
And also SFC. Is that in here?
yeah.
I saw FSCRD, but not SFC. I don't know if that applies.
Let me look. I'm not gonna share it.
Where are you referring to, Colin?
Talking about
Yeah,
the,
single family cluster. It's actually the Clucasbrook neighborhood.
Oh.
yeah, did we change the name of that to the SFCRD? I think we did.
I think there were always two. I thought they were separate, but I could be wrong.
I think we combined them into one.
I'll take a look.
Because I went through the ordinance and went down all the different zones that were there.
Yeah.
Danny zoning ordinance.
You always bring the zoning map with you.
Just ask Greg.
It does say, this is listed as zoning districts, does show two, but I gotta look on the ordinance to see.
Yeah, I still have it as separate, Paul.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the, I can make the same modifications to get that in.
So what's it called, Colin?
I have the SFCRD
Single
in
family
there.
cluster
Without the RD?
without the RD, correct. That's basically.
That's right, the SFCRD is up on the Stoddard Court. And the SFC is down where you
And why
are,
was it
Exactly.
And why was it necessary to create that special district?
because the SFCRD was a settlement with the Hills Development Company way back in the dark ages.
Oh,
What's RD stand for?
Restricted development. SFC.
Thank you.
The base from the previous.
those are all big houses. There's only quarter acre ones.
So
This is 10,000.
for the future, when applicants come in, we're gonna, they will look at this table. And for the permitted lot coverage, that number should be consistent with what's on the table or on the spreadsheet in their.
That is the permitted lot coverage, yeah.
Any other questions? Or
Yellow means you're removing something.
Yeah, yellow is the language that's going away.
Motion to approve
Wait, you still going to.
As amended.
as amended.
You know, this is, you know what? This is wrong.
Well, I think.
So
I like it
Paul,
last-
Paul, on your table,
Which table is that?
your table,
Right there, oh, in the written ordinance.
I think your math may be right, but your placement of the numbers is wrong. 6534 should be in spot 1. Less than a half?
No.
Or half?
No. If you're less than a half acre, you get 30% of your total area. If you're a half acre to 1 acre, you get the maximum of that 30% of the half acre. Plus 25%.
Oh, okay, all right. So this is why I think I asked you to tweak it, because it made sense to you as an engineer.
But base coverage,
Yeah, I don't think.
the lot coverage you're permitted in the zone,
Mhm.
in a
So
range.
that's your starting.
That's your starting point, which is your base coverage. Plus the incremental, which is, on that second line, the area between a half acre and 1 acre at 25%. The reason why we have those base coverage numbers is so we eliminate the sawtooth effect of
Right,
just
right,
above and
right.
below.
And the whole thing is incremental. So you start with the 30%,
You
25%
start with 30%.
of the increment
You
up
start
to the
with-
next
right.
threshold, and then 20% of the increment over the next
Correct.
So
threshold,
then,
and so forth and so on.
yeah, so I just think.
That's
that-
why the line.
I just think the table needs to be,
Instead of.
I think the table needs to be cleaned up, yeah.
How would you clean it up?
The graph is good.
But
I might be able to explain,
But this is being built into the ordinance.
it is the
So
ordinance.
this has to be, this table,
I think the note needs to be more clear.
Yeah, maybe.
I tried to put that example in there to say, a 1.5 acre lot is permitted. The base of the 1 to 2 acre is 11,979 plus 20% of the half acre, which is from 1 acre to 2.
Yeah, maybe Paul work on that note, but. Can I just go and go to your first chart?
it just needs to be ordered.
Yeah. Maybe I just don't understand it, but in the first chart, R10,
Goes.
under lot coverage,
Here, right, and that goes there.
Right. I know what you mean.
the number
Yeah.
is 5%.
It was 5%. The yellow is being deleted.
Oh,
The yellow is language that's being deleted.
all right. Because on the printed one,
Maybe only.
it doesn't show the
maximum.
yellow and
You didn't print it in color.
it doesn't show the 10. Shouldn't that say 7.5%?
Starting there.
No.
Right,
Because-
because this.
You have to see table 1.
Oh, it'll just say see table 1.
Yeah, that's what it says in
All right,
green highlighted.
This.
So all these references are coming out.
But that's.
No, that's numbers are out.
That's your
And it goes
base.
back
That
to
comes-
table.
Could almost be.
Am I gonna come
So we
out?
can do a bill.
Yeah.
Bill chart.
I wonder why. I guess I didn't print the color.
Let's just say.
In your pilot, the one I.
Oh, okay, the file you printed, okay.
30%.
Yeah, I quickly printed it at home.
And we're saying 20,000 square feet.
What do I need to do to tweak the tables?
Send me a word version.
Plus
That's it.
It just needs a better explanation.
the additional half acre.
Are you gonna work on it?
Yep.
Okay.
And
But
then you got-
everybody, like, the reality is, people don't really do this by themselves. I mean, they need to have a surveyor tell them how much coverage they have. And you don't even know that.
Yes,
Right.
yes, but to the extent that you're looking at it and you can go to the tax map or you can go to the Bedminster site or the property tax site. Click it, you can see your tax records, how much acres you have. Take that as a baseline, still subject to surveying, but at least you got a tool. And for the web application that we would have on the website, we can certainly, your results may vary.
I think the surveyor and the engineer working for the applicant will use it. But
The applicant's never gonna do their own.
they never know, and they could wrongly estimate their own existing coverage. It's pretty easy to miss just understand how to calculate that, and it's not so easy to just box it out. You don't just drop it out, you have to actually do a calculation of your patio, your pool.
And just a recollection for purposes of resource constraints, does that get factored into lot coverage or is that an FAR calculation?
It's lot yield and FAR. So it doesn't,
That's for subdivisions.
Okay.
In the
and
residential.
and it doesn't impact lot coverage.
Okay.
So the end result of all this is basically we're increasing the lot coverage for the larger acreage properties, correct?
It's a slight
We're
increase, I
just
think,
smoothing out the curve. so
Yeah,
you don't
every,
need
well,
everything.
it's zone.
but actually, I think it does more than that because.
Yeah, it,
Paul did put together in an earlier meeting, there was a letter that said where he threw out a couple
I took a bu-
properties.
took a bunch of
my
properties.
neighborhood, Collins neighborhood.
and I compared what existed versus what the existing permitted is and what the proposed permitted might be in a variety of different ranges.
Yeah, if you were just over or just under a threshold, you could get more lot coverage with less,
Yeah,
and you were.
that's
With a
the,
relatively small difference in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
area.
So it's kind of like
Lots.
equalized.
Several meetings. You still have it?
But generally-
Well, those houses sell for $999,999,
Has nothing to do with the management tax.
right? Has nothing to do with that extra tax you'd pay by just going $1 more and having 20% less yield of your sale.
Nothing to do.
Anything else for Paul? Anything else?
We need to vote on this?
It's good to recommend it to the committee because they're asking you to look at it, but you will be back again.
Second Rich's motion then.
Yeah, okay, it was a motion.
Yeah, there was a while ago.
It's very intelligent. I'm signing over.
I'm not for belaboring the inevitable.
It's better than the existing, right?
Yeah, right.
Are we changing the table?
That would be less.
Well, we can still generally, you can recommend it. The motion can be by Richard and Anna with the recommendation that
I'm not on
Paul.
here.
And we're recommending it to the council, just recommending it to the
I
council.
know, but with the revision that Paul and Larry
Yeah.
make about the table. No.
Right. You want to take a roll call there, Ginny?
Are you good with that there, Larry? Do we need to?
You're
tweak this
recommending it, Larry,
recommendation a little more?
you're in charge. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Paul, this is the letter, your letter dated June 13.
Okay,
You have it?
no,
All right. So. and
I was
this is
trying to
the
connect to my server, but I can't get there because your firewall is too good. Can't get out. Won't let me bring it back. That's our IT consultant.
Yeah.
Gotta keep on.
So we're okay with making the recommendation that Paul and Larry are going to be revising the table and Paul's going to be checking the calculation. Rich and Anna
And adding that other, the change to the other district.
change the other.
And then the recommendation from the land use board is to present it to recommend it to the township. So that's the pending
Yeah.
motion.
Right,
Yes.
we're recommending it to them with these changes.
Yes,
Rich
so
and roll call. Mayor Jacobs.
aye.
Committee Hinckley.
Aye.
Mr. Cavalini.
Aye.
Mr. Ivana.
Aye.
Mr. Leonard.
Aye.
Mr. Roselius.
Aye.
Mr. DeJonge.
Aye.
Mr. Walter.
Aye.
Mr. Hurst.
Yes, aye.
Chairwoman Petrov.
Aye. Motion approved.
It's ubiquitous.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
This zoning chart is ubiquitous throughout Bedminster
Yes.
for residential property.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. it applies to everything. I'm gonna work on it.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to work on it. I like those, man, friend.
Okay.
I know what you mean.
We're
Yeah.
finished here. We already talked about 20 Route 206 being postponed till February 8th. And anything else, Paul? No, yes, Janine.
I just have one thing to say, the town reorg is going to be Oh, I'm sorry, I was from evaluation.
Don't tell anybody.
Stole the thunder, stole the thunder
I
again,
don't know anything. I'll wait for the mayor to.
stole the thunder. Good thing you brought cookies.
Right, I should have brought more. The town meeting is going to be January 4th, which is Thursday, the first Thursday, so we will not be having a meeting until January 11th.
Okay.
Is that true?
So,
Mayor?
Yes.
And Mayor, where would this be
Yeah,
happening?
where-
We'll find out.
That's what everybody wants to know, not when, where.
It's gonna be. Board comments.
Yeah, board comment. Are there any?
Are we going to board comments now?
Yes.
Okay.
Dr. Janine.
Just pretend we didn't hear anything.
So as we were thinking about where to have reorg. You know, it's both the golf course, well, the 3 golf courses in town, there, you know, there's always constraints by, they just get through the holidays, get through New Year's. To really, you know, make accommodations to put us in. I was on the phone with former Mayor Parker. We were just talking about different alternatives, and we mentioned Pottersville Fire Department, and he was like, well, you know, we did have issues last time we were there. So, but you know what? Pingree. Gotta. You can walk there.
I don't have any hidden
yeah.
traffic.
Purnell?
Yeah. Well, Pingree. It's not Purnell anymore. So we were involved with it, and I had multiple tours, both when Purnell was looking to see what they can do to stabilize the Purnell school, and then meeting with both Purnell and Pingree, and then with Pingree. And when it was Purnell, they had, you know, a nice cafeteria. Could fit us in. I think we tried reaching out to them years and years ago and never went anywhere. But we've been engaged with Pingree on a number of different items, and I asked Robin to give them a call to see if they could accommodate us, and they can. They have in-house caterers, so it takes out some of the effort that staff here would have to do to, if we go just got a room, such as one of the firehouses. And you know what? Move it up to Pottersville, showcase a improved asset in Bedminster. Pingree School is fine with it. And so it'll be at the Pingree School on that Thursday, that first Thursday in January. Right. So,
Okay.
all everyone,
The building to the left, just left of the gym.
yeah, it's so the big gym is off to the side, the cafeteria is to the side of that, I think, before you get to that gym. Work to be on the break.
Someone can go somewhere out there. It's like-
But it's a decent location, can fit up to, I believe, 140. So if about as much as we've ever had.
No, we're what, at 100?
Yeah, we've been at 90, 120, so if we can. Should be more than ample to accommodate us, and the price came in right at the same price.
Good.
As both Trump has charged us historically and Fiddler's Up. And so we'll be right in loose side yard over there.
My backyard.
Okay.
Pre-game over. Lewis.
After party.
Right. So we're
I'll spread it.
excited to see that. Right.
So that, because that's their meeting, our first meeting, if it happens in January, it'll be January 11th.
Right.
It'll be a
got it.
special meeting because it wasn't on our reorganization resolution from last year. But Janine and I will take care of the notice for a special meeting.
And
don't know any-
we have nothing to
Yeah,
carry over.
we don't know of anything that has to be heard yet, but we'll see.
All right, sounds good. Look forward to it.
Forward to seeing you all there.
Yep.
Well, it's the 3rd of the
Oh, we're
4th
still-
of January.
Fourth.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yep.
But looking forward to.
We can get an email.
Well,
Okay.
everybody. Yeah, I was gonna, not you.
No, she's invited.
Well, that's good.
What I'm looking forward to.
All right, so we want to close the meeting or
Yes, if the board is ready. It's a motion on a resolution to go into closed or executive session pursuant to section 7 and 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act. Discuss matters of attorney-client privilege communication. The matters to be revealed to the public upon the completion of all litigation and appeals and the removal of the need for confidentiality. Is there such a motion?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Second.
No.
Adjourn to executive session. Adjourn to executive.
Sounds
session.
good.
I'll second. Motion to adjourn. Be rich.
Sorry, you got put these here.
What do we second the motion? Oh, second.
Just
Wait a
real quick, as far as I know, we don't have a meeting next week. We don't have any approved applications. We have 3 that are still, nobody's complete. Postponed, so. For any reason that we have to meet. Okay, there's no meeting next week. So there's no meeting December 14th, and then there's no January 4th meeting because of the reorg that the mayor told you about.
Well, only after, but yeah.
Good night, everybody, and happy holidays.
yeah,
Ho, ho.
enjoy.
Good night, Steve.
Good night.
Good night, Steve.
Good night.
Good night, Grace.